So now we can go live, and I apologize about that. I got way too much gain on my mic. I wasn't really quite prepared. I was messing with my mic. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. I hope that's sounding all right to everybody, and I appreciate anyone and everyone joining me on this stream today. And just so you know, there was in the description of this live stream, since scheduling this, I have just realized that a major change has been made to my amp rig that I use to play live performances, to do my live performances. And I'm really super excited about that. So I think before I do anything else, I'm going to try to update my firmware. And if it screws up my device, I don't know, I'll have to turn it on and off a few times. But you can kind of maybe watch me go through updating the firmware on the Fender Tone Master Pro, which I'm playing through right now. And if you were to come see my band play live, this is exactly what you would hear. You know, I've got just the full pedal board. I'm not going to put a camera on it today. We'll just, you know, that's my clean tone. And I don't have a gate on my microphone. So you are going to hear the guitar through the room mic, which is fine. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. I'm not going to change that. So there's just a clean amp. And the clean amp with an overdrive. No overdrive. Right? And I am playing through a humbucker. I'm going to use this pickup primarily today. I may use the noiseless, and then I've got a high gain channel. And the high gain with the overdrive on it. Add a little delay. A little chorus, just for no chorus, no delay, and a little sustainer. No sustainer, right? So that's kind of what we're doing. And the idea of today's live stream is to talk with some folks about live music, watching live bands, maybe playing in a live band. And I'm sure that of the people I know on YouTube, I rarely see anything about them actually performing live in front of an audience of actual real people. A lot of the folks on YouTube are specifically video oriented, or all they do is record at home and they play, and they're great players and all of that. But you know, if you go out to watch live music, or you play live music, that's what this discussion today will be about. And I've invited several people. I don't expect anyone to show up. And in fact, I will expect more that nobody will show up. But I have invited a few people to share their opinions of what's happening in the world of live music and what they're doing. And the subject matter can range from the equipment you use to relationships with bandmates, to traveling to and from gigs, to what you're being paid to play, to what clubs are expecting. So the subject matter is not limited to just live music, and we're just talking about live music. There's a lot that goes into a live band, and it would be wonderful to hear from other people. I do play live. I play professionally. I get paid to play my guitar in front of an audience of people. I don't make much money doing YouTube stuff. It's really such an infantile amount of money. It's not even almost worth it. But you know, I definitely enjoy getting it beats a sharp stick in the eye. I'll say that for all the effort that's put into it. So so there's my guitar sound, and I am playing a Fender Strat. This had a Squire Strat neck on it. I don't believe this is a Squire Strat body, just given the fact of what I'm seeing underneath here after I've reliced it a little bit. Hello, Independent. Hello, welcome. We're going to be talking about live music tonight, and if you have anything you would like to contribute to come on to the show, I'm going to try and start adding guests around 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I've been babbling enough already. And also, I got myself a new set of IEM buds that are really nice. So I'm trying them out today. Let's see here. I'm going to get right into it. Let me share this screen with you. I need to close a couple windows here. Yeah. Okay. Looks like things are going pretty well. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you doing that for me. I am not real good at that. I get going and so, okay, I'm gonna close that window. Okay, so what I've got here, Fender Tone Master Pro just updated the software, the firmware for my entire guitar sound. And it just literally just happened yesterday or the day before. I never find out about it because far be it for them to send me an email and tell me that they gave me something new. But they give it to the YouTube creators that apparently they've chosen to demo and show their new gear, which I think his name is Brian something. He does a really good job of it. So what I'm going to do is now I don't know how well I can search. I don't know how, I haven't done this before on Restream, but I'm going to try to navigate through some pages and let you watch what I do here let's see, Chrome tab, Fender Tone Master Pro, no, new tab. Hang on just a second. I guess maybe I can only Master Pro update. Give me a second. I wasn't really prepared for this. This just came up. Thank you, Justin, very much. He hears about this stuff, firmware and Pro Control app. There we go. Okay, let me see if I'm able to share this. There we go. Customer self-service. I don't know if that's, let me close that window. There we go. Okay, so here we go. So I'm sharing this with you. Here's the Tone Master Pro 1.6.34 download link. Here we go. Let's see, in the Pro Control app for Windows. Okay, so we'll do both of these. So I'm going to download these, put them in my downloads. Where are you? Right there. Okay. I've downloaded a bunch of crap recently, and you can see that it's coming in pretty readily fast. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, there we go. Looks like it's working. And the first part of this might be a little bit bleh, but usually I don't get anybody showing up to these streams for about 20 minutes or so. So we'll just go through this. Hopefully I can go through this process and not necessarily have to restart my computer. I don't think, I don't remember any of the Tone Master Pro updates requiring me to restart my computer. I don't want the Osio driver. I want the Pro Control. So we'll download that. We'll put it in our downloads folder. There we go. And the Pro Control, the Tone Master Pro was updated roughly a month or two ago, and they gave me some new bass amps and some new hot fixes that didn't really do much for me because I didn't experience problems that apparently other people were experiencing. But one thing I did just briefly look into on this update is that they are getting the latency down to 1 millisecond, which, holy crap. So if that is true, I will notice that immediately today, because you can sense about 6 to 10 milliseconds of latency when you're playing. You can actually feel it. Some people will say you can't feel up to 12 or 15, but I beg to differ. That's not true. You can feel 10 milliseconds of latency for sure. 6 is right about the level at where I'd be questioning whether you can feel it or not. If you can, you're just hyper sensitive. I think on average, most people can't feel that. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna, let me see, let me unplug my GMP. I'm just gonna unplug it real quick from all of its stuff. I've got the USB cable plugged into it, so it is ready to go. Now I have to turn it off, and I have to hold the update button down. Now I know you can't see me, so let me turn this back on. Let me stop sharing this screen. Here we go. I think, how can I stop? There we go. Yeah. All right. And I'm learning to navigate. So here's the back edge of my Tone Master Pro. This thing is wicked cool. You can see all of the stuff that you can do with it. So I'm turning on, I'm holding down the update button, turning it back on, and it will give me a readout here. These things don't boot up really quickly. It's a pretty powerful computer. So, you know, and I realize this stream is not going to be terribly exciting unless you own a Tone Master Pro, at least not right now. Here we go. We're going. Saying Fender firmware update mode. Connect Tone Master Pro to USB cable. Go ahead, download. Okay, so I should be able to. Let me share my. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can do this. No, I can't. Let me go in here, and I'm just going to see how easy this is. I can't remember. Let's see. Go to File Explorer. And I should in here see my Fender amp, and then I open up another window for my downloads so they can see my downloads. And I take that Tone Master Pro update and I drop it on the Fender Tone Master Pro amp. And it should drag and drop software image onto drive. There it goes. It's going. Now this takes several minutes to go through, so be patient with me. In fact, what I will do is play a song for y'all that you probably know very well. I'm going to turn it way down. Okay, just bring that down a little bit. I'll have some background music playing. Okay. Let's see what happened. Okay, let's close that. Okay. Applying updates. This may take several minutes. Okay. So currently I can't play through this, so I'm not going to be doing any playing right now. I was going to do a little bit of warm-up stuff by running through a few of the songs that we cover in my band. Let me see. I'm getting some messages here. It's 1 millisecond. Yeah, dude. Justin, Jamprosound. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. I didn't even look into it. And I have asked them to notify me when they do an update, but I have, maybe I didn't check my email, or maybe that email goes to my spam folder. Who knows? It's interesting. Do not power off until update is complete. Okay, I will wait. Now, what I don't know is if I install the new the new software to edit on this on my PC. I do use a PC. I don't use a Macintosh computer. I'm sorry to the Mac users out there. I mean, I'm not really sorry, but you're not going to get a lot of info on Mac, although most everything operates exactly the same between PC and Mac. anymore. It's very, very similar stuff going on. I'm having a really great Wednesday. I have a special guitar here that we'll show you here in a bit. That struck a lot of interest in a lot of folks just due to the fact that what happened to it, unfortunately. But we got to make something bad turn into something good. And that is oftentimes my job. So close that. And I think I want to. There we go. Okay. All right. Please restart to continue applying updates. This may take several minutes. So I have to turn it off. And now, I've been asked this at shows several times, and I sure do appreciate everybody showing up for important stuff like live music that is important, at least important to me. And folks, if you play in a live band, let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. That's my normal for my channel. I am not a hot little girl with big boobs and a nice butt and can play guitar. I am not that. I'm not very interesting. All right. However, if I was that, I'd probably have 18 million subscribers. That would be awesome. But it is the cards I was dealt. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It just fired right up. Well, all right. Okay, so apparently the update is done on my Tone Master Pro. So we've updated that. Now, let's go to my downloads and Pro Control. I'm gonna go ahead and try and update my Pro Control. I know you can't see what I'm doing here. Install. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, I don't have it on. All right. I accept the terms of your agreement, which means that you can screw up everything that you've already done and all the work that I've done. I just agreed that whatever they do, if it destroys something I've done, that they are not responsible for it. Okay, that's ultimately what an end user license agreement is. We can't sign an agreement like that with a customer, but they can on the internet. That's just how it goes. Okay. So it's installing Lars Guitars. Hello, man. The update on my Fractal FM. Oh, okay, cool. Dude, I cannot wait to hear about that. And also, if you're interested in coming on to share that and what it sounds like during this live stream, I would gladly send you a link to have you come on and participate if you'd like to do that. I don't know if you go live very often. I try to keep up on what everybody's doing, but boy, it's tough. And getting notifications on YouTube, you know how that goes. And YouTube is almost the only website that I ever visit when I'm on the internet. So, I mean, realistically, it's my entertainment for my home when I'm not playing guitar. But Lars, if you would like to come on and contribute some of that, I would love to hear that thing. I'm really anxious to see what I get in this. I'm literally updating it right now, man. Okay. Click on the finish button to finish the setup wizard. Okay. Well, here we go. Let me see if I don't know if I have to Pro Control. Let's see if it opens. It does. Firmware update. Okay, I got that. Well, nothing changed. Nothing changed yet. Not yet, anyway. So now I got to get my stuff set back up here on my floor so that I can use it as it is intended, not on my desktop where everybody else demos this thing. Doesn't that bug you? People demoing gear, they they demo a foot pedal on the top of their desk. Come on, guys. It's a foot pedal. All right. So I think I've got this. Let me just see if everything sounds the same. Yeah. All right. Yes, it sounds exactly the same. The pedal works. Okay, yeah, you can definitely hear the pick noise in the room mic, which is nice. I gotta figure out what channel I'm going into. Seems like there's a lot of gain on that microphone. Let me stop this. Okay, what channel am I running into? I'm in channel 3. Okay. Sheesh, and I got the gain turned all the way off. I might have to pad that. Damn, that sounds good. I like it. Let me do this real quick. Let me take this preamp and bring that volume back just a little bit. It's a little bit loud. Let's check the distressor. The output. It's the distressor is not doing anything. Set to a 4:1 ratio. Attack is really quick. Release. Okay, that's fine. I think that is going to help a little bit. Forgive me. I had to make just a little bit. Oh, the volume adjustment. That's where it is. Okay. So I know that my volume just got quieter, and I'm okay with that because I'm going to bring that back. Not 16. Let's go to 14. Okay, so I'm clipping my my DAW, and now that should be a little bit better. Okay, my unprofessional. Let's see. A lot of times the firmware updates give you new amps. Yes. So what I would like to do, I have the firmware, the new firmware open, and I'm going to share that screen with you. Let me share. Let me just share I'm going to share the entire screen, and we're going to put it on this one. I'll share this with you. Okay, so let me see. I think I can do, no, that's not the one. Maybe that's the one. No, that's not the one. What if I do that? There we go. Okay, so here's the Tone Master Pro software. And we'll just, I'm going to go to an empty patch, right? And we're going to add, let me look at the effects. Just going to go through Mythic Drive. So it's got the Klon, it's got the R1, sorry. What is this one? Hard clip distortion. I don't know what that is. Rodent. So it's got a rat, a big muff. It's got the smiley face fuzz. It's got all these fuzz pedals that are just ugly, ugly pedals, in my humble opinion. I cannot stand fuzz. Analog vibrato. All of this is looking really pretty much the same that I'm used to. However, there is, now here we go. All right, this is what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna put a digital delay there, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab a half stack, and I'm gonna grab this British Jubilee rhythm, and I'll put the delay after the amp. This should be a pretty good tone. Now, also, what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm going to put a ducker on my voice, so that you're not hearing the guitar pick noise in the live stream. So let me put that there now. Okay, there we go. So now it's when I'm playing my guitar, it's kind of quieting down the microphone a little bit. There we go. Okay, now let's look at this digital delay. And time, 500 milliseconds. So we're going to click on that. Now, what it did before is it only went down to, oh my God. Oh, Tone Master Pro. They listened. They listened. Oh my God. All right, so they listened. Holy crap, I can't believe it. All right, so let me get back to, let me hide that. Here we go. Where are we at? Did not, oh no. I just opened Easy Drummer, unfortunately. Okay, now, shut up. Okay, where are you? There you are. Okay, that delay right there, having 1 millisecond, it used to only go, you could only turn the delay down to 30 milliseconds, right? So if I hit my guitar right now, which is with the delay set at 30 milliseconds, you can't hear it really. But if I make the mix a little bit more wet, it'll almost sound like there's two of me. And if I turn the feedback up, you can hear how quickly you can hear the delay on that. I'm going to bring my output volume up on the amplifier. Oop. I want to turn my amp up a little bit. Let's come on. Come on. This is one thing, they usually have the amp. Right, so that was the shortest, you can hear the delay time up until today. That's the shortest delay time you could get. Zach, what's happening? So now that they have the time, the ability to take this down to where my favorite doubling effect is at 16 milliseconds. Okay, this is so awesome. Let me go to preset settings. We're going to go to instrument parallel. And okay, so we're going to go back. So now I've got a stereo loop right here. So I'm going to add another combo. Yeah, let's do a combo. Let's do a deluxe reverb on, let's do it to 65 deluxe. And now I'm going to put this on one side. I'm going to put this on the other side. Now I'm going to take this and put it on in front of the amplifier. Now, what I'm going to do is set the time. We're going to set the mix 100% wet, 0 feedback, 0 spillover, no tap. Tone is going to be left. We're going to set the time to 30 milliseconds. All right. So now what I've got, what you're going to hear in your headphones, hopefully you're listening through headphones, you're going to hear a stereo guitar signal. In fact, before I do this, whoops, come on. Come on. This is one thing about the software that I don't like. It's too easy. I'm going to set this at 30 milliseconds. It's too easy to make that mistake of changing the time. So I'm going to swap this. I'm going to replace this with the exact same British Jubilee rhythm, confirm. And then we're going to turn the volume up to, what did I have it, 73% or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to make sure the volumes are the same. Let's go to this one, 78. So I want to go here and make that one 78. So the whole point in this is to get a nice stereo guitar field as you would hear on a record, right? So we'll bypass the amp, and in fact, I'm gonna assign that pedal just because I can, so I can turn it off. Foot switch assign. Let's put the delay pedal right there. We'll make it on and off. Let's select that one. We'll confirm. So the digital delay off. Digital delay on. Now, you are not hearing that in stereo just yet because we have to go here and pan that one to the left, that one all the way to the right. And now the delay is off, right? Now the delay is on. Listen to that. And that's 30 milliseconds of delay, right? That just sounds, it's a nice stereo field. However, I realize that this is a minuscule little thing, but here we are with 30 milliseconds of delay. Now, I'm going to shorten this down to my favorite, which is 16 milliseconds. Oh, yeah. Now, the other thing that I've noticed about this already is that the delay is not killing my volume. This update has made this delay pedal with the mix all the way 100% wet has made my volume, it didn't kill my volume. And I'm guessing that they probably did something like that with the chorus pedals too. Right? Okay, now we got that. So let's given the fact that this has happened, and this is not where I expected to go, and we will get into stereo analog chorus. Let's see what this oh, and I remember on this one, we have to, let's pan A and B all the way left and right. There we go. So now we'll have a nice big stereo. Wow, that is beautiful. Now you can also subdivide it with your tap function on your pedal, but man, pretty nice stereo field on that. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, man, I'm really happy, dude. This is the update I have absolutely been waiting for. This is awesome. Okay, so that sounds great. So what I'm going to do is go back to this main rig function that I've got here. Now, what I've done, because of the delay having to be 30 milliseconds up until, like for me, 10 minutes ago, okay? What I did was I used a detuner to create a stereo field. And again, I can't say that the detuner is 100% wet, right? There's no way for me to know that. But now what I can do is I can go in here and add an effect and go to delay and add the digital delay and take that and put that in right here. Now I'll make the same adjustments, 0 feedback. Let's set the time to 0, make the mix 100%, no spillover, no tap delay. And I don't even need to turn it on and off. So we'll go to the time, come on, and we'll set that at 16 milliseconds. And now my regular guitar sound is just, oh yeah. It's a beautiful stereo field. And also on my patch, I'm only panned to like 34% left and right. So some of the signal on the right side is going into the left and so on. So let me stop sharing this. I think I can stop that. Okay, so that's just a quick overview of my live guitar sound. Okay, so I said that I was gonna, let me close this window real quick. I got way too much stuff going on. I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna play along with a backing track for you. And we'll see, what song do we wanna do? Oh yeah, let's do this one. I haven't played this song for a while. I need to practice it. Let me mute this one. Now, I'm hoping I realized it earlier at some point. Yeah. I had split all of my songs accidentally. So I'm going to have to do this. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to play along with this track and I'm going to use my chorus pedal. And that's pretty much it. You all will recognize this song. Let me know if the mix needs to be fixed. Probably. Definitely. I don't know why that's so quiet. There, that's. God, I love how this sounds, man. This is so killer. this thing with that, just that one little effect. I don't care what else they did. I am a very, very happy camper right now. Tate, hello, man. It's good to see you. Zach, again, independent. And Tate, if you play live music or you go out and watch live music and would like to contribute to the discussion, I would love to have you on and we could talk about this stuff. I'm just getting started. I've got the rest of the night to mess around with this stuff. And also, I just had a really nice experience of getting the update for my live guitar rig, and it's just epic. Oh my God, they did it. Oh, yeah. And if anybody else who might be here may want to come on and join me, I can send you a link. I'm kind of hesitant to post the link in the chat just because I'm streaming on TikTok also, and I can't watch that live stream, and I don't want to necessarily put it out there for that audience. There's too many potential problems with that. So a little practice. That just. Wow, that just sounds fantastic. Oh, glory. That's awesome. Oh. Wow, that is so nice. Oh, man. Oh, this smile is not going to stop. So having done that to my main guitar patch, I'm going to have to go through and do it to all of my patches that I have set up now. I'm so happy about this. That is epic. So again, I invited a couple other folks to join in on this discussion, and you know, I kind of wanted to wait a little bit before I started adding anyone. But here's the deal: playing live music or going out and watching live music, which is a subject that doesn't get talked about a lot because of the advent of YouTube and AI music and everybody having a recording studio in their apartment. So why go play in a live band, blah, 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 drum machines, all of that stuff. And I have embraced and used all of it. I am very proud to say that I have recorded some really fun, good sounding music, sounding really clear. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I've used drum machines in fact, all of my original music. There's one track, I think, that is a cover song that actually used an actual drum. There's a couple that I've actually, it's hard to find a drummer anywhere in the world that has a drum kit set up to record. And if they do, they record with everybody else. So not everybody else, but you know what I'm saying. It's hard to get somebody to commit to doing it. Our drummer in our band does have his drum kit set up and ready to record, but he's so busy. It's just like all other drummers and bass players. Those people are the busiest people on earth. So just no, I know. So I probably have a pretty good understanding of why many of us, and I'll just say us in general, many folks don't, as talented as you are, don't join a band. Because it is a shitload of work. Good grief, it's a shitload of work. And for the reward, if you're playing, especially when I say that in a band, I'm talking about cover bands, and original bands can be even more of a pain in the ass. Believe me. Not that everything about, not very small amounts of it are how do I say this without sounding like a very small amounts of it are negative. And in discussing this tonight, hopefully I can get one of my fellow musicians to join me on here that would have some insight. And I don't expect anyone to come on with me. In fact, I expect no one to come on, but because that's pretty normal. I'm just curious what your thoughts are, and not all being negative. What are the things that you enjoy about going and watching live music? And the feedback that I've gotten tells me that nobody goes and watches live music anymore, except for a very, very tiny amount of people who don't have time to watch YouTube while they're at home. They're probably going out and watching live music. So doing this on YouTube is kind of a double, I don't know, it might be defeating the whole point. I don't know. But curious if you have thoughts about live music, going to see it. What are the problems with going to watch a live band play? Why wouldn't you go watch a live band play? Why do you go watch a live band play? And I'm not talking about Disturbed or Prince or Michael Jackson or any of the other famous Metallica. Yeah, I get that. That's that they have every show has a multi-million-dollar production value. So it's a very cool experience, but you also pay $400 a ticket, which I can no longer afford. So I will probably never go watch a band like that anymore. I won't afford that. It's too highly inflated, but nonetheless, like if your local bar has a band playing, or you have a venue close by to your home or downtown, I live in a very small town, and we have a very, very small live music community with respect to bands that play here and bands that actually come from out of town to play here. Ultimately, they have to be willing to play pretty much for free, which my band will not do. So we never play at home. But what are the things that you enjoy about going and watching a band? Was Dave Matthews concert. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. I saw Dave at the Gorge, when that was the only show he did every year, and that would have been in 2000, probably 2011, 10 or 11. And let me think. That may have been actually the last actual like big band concert I went to. The tickets for that were outrageous, but I had just gone through a divorce, and I had to get the divorce to have any money at all, right? While I was married, all of it went to the marriage, and then I got divorced, and I got a bunch of money. That's usually how it goes, especially for us. Or you lose a bunch of money, but I came into a bunch of money. So I was able to afford to do that at a very brief moment in my life. So that was kind of cool. And what an amazing show it was. I spent a whole week at the Gorge Amphitheater. Well, I think he played for 5 days. It was like Wednesday through Sunday, 5 or 6 days. Never been a big Dave fan. Yeah, well, there you go. And those types of shows are definite. That is a different environment. It's a completely different environment from going to watch a local live band in your hometown, or maybe a couple cities away or whatever. Or at your local bar that has live music. And God bless the local places. When I say local, I mean small, not big chain. It's not like McDonald's has live music at their restaurants. God forbid they do that. But what a great idea. How many people would show up to a McDonald's to watch a band play? Now, having said all of that, what my discussion today is not about big bands, Metallica, Dave Matthews. I could care less about that. I will never be that, nor will any of us that are participating in online music communities and doing our karaoke stuff on there. None of us will be a part of that. None of us. You have a better chance of playing in the pro football, literally. Although I could probably go run with a few of them. I'm just saying. But the local bands, and again, I'm asking this question on YouTube, which is kind of but also I'm asking it on a Wednesday afternoon. where in my area, nobody's playing live music right now. In fact, I know that nobody's playing live music right now. So I'm not interrupting that, but or taking you away from being able to see that. But I'm curious, if anybody has any input on going to see local smaller cover bands. Zach, it's high school, still learning the times. Saturday afternoon at a local bar, watch his buddy. Yeah. Yes. Well, good. Good. And I most of what I have found, especially post pandemic stuff. Total joke. Take care of yourself and you'll be fine, right? Okay. Live a healthy life and the COVID won't kill you. Ultimately, I mean, the flu kills thousands of people every year, so there's that. And if you choose to get a vaccination, by all means do it. I don't care if you do or don't. But nonetheless, if you take care of yourself, you probably aren't going to die from a bug like that. Anyhow, but yeah, go home after the show and try to play with the guitar. Yep, good, good. And that's something that I think as a youngster for me also, I would do the same things. Only keep in mind that in my experience, the only time I got to see live music was at church because my mom was very religious and I could not go watch Ozzy or Van Halen or even the local pub band, which back then the bars didn't care if you were 14 years old standing in their bar. They didn't give a shit in the 80s. They did not care. So kids were able to go watch live music like you with your uncle taking you to go watch live music, which I am grateful that many of the places that my band plays, there are young people there. And I make damn certain to go say hello to every single one of them, give them a fist bump or a high five or shake their hand and introduce myself, because that could be the moment that kid goes, that guy was just up there and he came up and said hi to me. I mean, I remember moments like that as a child. So Zach, like you were saying, my experience was going to church or to a different church and watching their guitarist up there playing these church songs. I learned to play guitar in church, and the inspiration that they gave me as a guitarist, and I might be a huge exception to the rule, but I think a lot of the guitar players that are out there are the same way. They played a chord and they fell in love with it and never put it down, or played it every day for years and years and years, maybe the rest of their lives and up to this point. And that's kind of my story. So had kids just before. Oh yeah. So I'm not sure which. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely a reason why I know I have. Obviously, at my age, I have a lot of friends, and I've met a lot of people who were single when I met them. I've been playing in the same band for. I'm not even going to tell you how long I've been playing with these guys, but nonetheless, it's been over a decade. I'll just say that. Not 2 decades, but close. So I had friends that were single that I would see these people hanging out at the clubs and at the bars, and they'd be up there playing, and I was flirting and stuff going on with myself and these ladies and some guys that were hanging up, and I could see people getting hooked up. And guess what? They had children eventually, got married. Then the appearances started being less and less frequent, but once in a while you'd see them, and then they have children. They vanish off of the face of Earth. They don't answer phone calls anymore. They don't go out and associate. They don't go to a bar. It's like they don't ever get a night off. And I would guess if they do get a night off to take their children over to grandpa and grandma's house, they probably are sleeping or, the brain's out just because they can and they can get away with it without being interrupted. So I get that. Shut down the bars. Yeah. So my band quit playing. Yep. recording at home. Lars, cool. Yeah, and I was in the same boat. I wasn't playing in a band, and that's kind of a good point. And I don't want to focus on the pandemic, and in fact, I'd really rather not talk about that because I think it's such an embarrassing time in our country, and it proved that my point about obesity and living a healthy lifestyle is so foundationally true. But that's it with that. Um, so with the whole pandemic, I ended up doing the same thing. Me and Mark Tanner worked on stuff, and Tim Roberts and let me see, Jack Flash. I did some stuff with Richard. I did a little bit of collaboration. I never released anything with Lori's Mismosh, but I did play with her a little bit. So yeah, I know all these people. I knew all these people. I don't know them anymore because I don't involve myself on the online music communities much. Because I'm in a live music community, and I understand that the online music community is oftentimes folks who are not necessarily professionals. And not that I'm the greatest. Bobby, yeah, Lars, very good. Bobby, he was great. One of the few drummers in the world that would actually record himself playing drums. God, I miss him. And he and I would have recorded multiple songs by now. I guarantee it. He and I having the being diabetic in common, and the conversations. It was astonishing how many hours he and I spent talking. So yeah, did a bunch of music with Bobby. So, but that was at home in my recording studio. So. Yeah. So now I'm playing live. The bars are open and people come out and watch us, and we're playing really interesting clubs. And we never play in front of a huge audience. Even at state fairs, it's as if the music is kind of definitely a background thing. And yeah, Zach. God bless you for saying that. Lars, thanks you for bringing Bobby up. I mean, I collaborated with a lot of people in that time. Lars, you and I never, that I can recall, ever recorded anything together. But geez, what were there? 18 billion people out there that could play a little bit. And so everybody had their laptop in their recording studio at home. And just for the record, I've been recording digitally at my home since 1990, literally 1996 or 97. And I was working in digital studios since about 1995, so I'm not new to this. There's one person I know literally personally that may have done it longer than I have. So Bob in a talk, yeah, dude. And he was in Chicago or over in that area of Canada, I guess, and not far. It seems like he wasn't far from Chicago, but like the east side of Canada. My geography is terrible, but we would be up. I'd be up at midnight talking with him, and it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning at his place. Yeah, he was a cool dude. Y'all missed if you didn't ever get to know Bobby, y'all missed a really wonderful person. I think what I'm going to do now, because I can't get any friends or people that I know that are playing in live bands to join me, I have to practice today. I have a gig coming up oh gosh, I have a gig coming up in a couple weeks, June 7th, in fact. So it's just like 3 weeks away. Yeah, 3 weeks away. And I need to work on some stuff. So if I can't get folks to come in and contribute their thoughts on the subject, I'll move on to doing something else. I think it would be fun to have the discussion, but Guitar Hack, he's another guy that's out there playing and gigging. Guitar Hack does. Okay, in fact, I'm subscribed to his channel. I think I get notifications for him, but I don't see him talk much about it. Again, music communities are kind of interesting. It's funny because somebody said I have a neat community going here. It's really not a community. It's just a YouTube channel that I sometimes invite folks on. I guess it's a community. It's kind of weird to call it that. But okay, let me put this up here. There we go. I need to take a sip. And I still haven't paid the next level up in Restream so that I can have high definition video and such. But that'll come because I'm starting to get enough revenue from YouTube to make it worth my while to do that. Okay. Oh yeah, here's a good one. I haven't played this song in a while. I know I'm gonna have to repair some of these backing tracks, but I have not played this song in quite some time. But I think I have a preset already. Oh no, not that one. There it is. Now, while I'm doing this, because I don't have a lot of participation, what I'm going to do is add that delay pedal to my patches here, so that I've got the same set the time mix, feedback at 0, spillover off. Let's go to my time, and we're going to set the time to 16 milliseconds, and there we go. And I'm going to save this. Yes. Okay. I'm going to play this one. Toronto. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Okay. I'm going to play this song real quick. I haven't played this for a while. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Oops. That's my bad. Yeah. In this part of the song, our vocalist plays the guitar part. You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we got. Set them free. God, I love this. Oh, thank you, Fender. They were gone. Something's out there. The summer school. right, very cool. Best song in a long, long time. Yeah, this is I can't remember the band who did this song. The very ending of it. So one thing I'm definitely waiting for from the Fender is a synth type sound that they'll load into this, and that will probably come about the time that they start charging for the updates. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's another one I've got to work on. And again, you guys, I would talk a lot more about live music, which was the subject of this stream. But I was really hoping for some input from y'all on what you like and dislike about watching live bands play. And also, just for the sake of arguments, and I got to do something here real quick with this guitar. Yes. Give me a second. I'm going to mute my guitar. I forgot about this little thing, and I might need to cut this. Hang on. Okay. Yes, I keep my place pretty tidy, usually. In fact, it's most of the time it looks just like this because it's only me. And if you don't have children, your house can look pretty much like this all the time. And if you do have children, your house should still look like this. You just need to make sure that those little bastards clean up. That's why my mom had children. I had kids so I didn't have to clean the house, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try one of these springs in this Callahan bridge because I had to modify it, and I kind of messed up the locking function of the whammy bar so it stays put. So I'm taking this little spring that you can get from Fender. There we go. I think it'll focus on that. It doesn't matter. You can see it. It's a spring. I'm going to drop it in there, and let's see what happens here. Okay. So I can tell that the spring is already, I can tell that it's too long. So now we'll do a little guitar repair tech stuff here. So I'm going to cut a little bit of this spring off. I'm not going to cut it in half, but let me get a good grip on this thing. These things are hard to cut, by the way. I've cut a few of them, and they ain't easy. I hope everybody saw Sparky976's video today about a Gibson SG that he's curious about the origin of it and the model of it and such. So if you have some knowledge about Gibson SGs, be sure to go check out Sparky's channel. He posted a really great video today about a really cool guitar. Yes. Okay, so what that, excuse me, my belly's showing, and although, you know, it's not bad, right? Okay, it's old, but it's not bad. Okay, so what that was a spring that I put in here that'll allow me to leave the whammy bar where I want it. Now, Callahan bridges are already set up to do that, but I had to modify this one because this guitar isn't what it says it is. It's a Squire Strat, so obviously it was made in either Korea or Mexico, probably. And I bought one for Mexico, and it did not fit the body of this guitar properly. So I hate to say this, but I think this is an American-made Strat, and there is no way for me to know if this thing was stolen and painted. You can see the Fiesta red color on the inside of this with the white over the top of it. So this one came into our shop a while back, and the guy wanted a working guitar because the guitar didn't work. And so we sold him that guitar, and I purchased this one from our shop. And no, I don't get anything for free at the guitar store that I work at. In fact, anything I bring home from there, my store makes money. I don't even, I I like guitar strings. If I need a set of strings, I will probably pay just a little bit less than the average person walking in off the street does, but we're talking maybe $1 a pack. You know, because it's not fair for me to have work for a business and expect them to give me some kind of discount because I work there. This is a luxury item, so if I buy a set of strings, I do pay for it. So that's just my policy. I don't think Mike would care, but I feel that it's a proper thing to do out of respect for a business that's been going for 50 years. They didn't stay in business for 50 years for no reason, right? We make good things happen out of bad stuff that happens, and we end up being problems a lot of times. All right, what's the? Oh yeah, let's do this one. And I kind of wish I had a camera down here on my pedal board so you could see what I'm doing by stepping on pedals and such. And my IEMs, for some reason, are hung up on something. Pulling my. Okay, there we go. Huh. What are you? Oh, that's okay. Now, if I had tried to do this for 10,000 years, I never ever would have been able to do this. There is no way in hell I could have done that with my cable. That would have been, if I had tried to do that for 8,000 years, I never ever would have been able to do that. Welcome to the stream. If you're just showing up, I appreciate you being here. I'm just playing some guitar along with some covers. So basically I'm doing guitarioke ultimately. And I'd have guests on. I've invited some people, but apparently they don't want to join me. So that's fine. I mean, and I don't expect anybody to. So let's see what happens with this one. I haven't played this song for a while. Hey Joe, what's happening? Sea lover?
When your eyes close
Sound of the Sea. Okay. That was Inside Out by Eve 6. That's another song that my band covers. Kind of fun. Let's see. I'm looking through. Oh, here's one. Oh, good grief. This is going to be funny. Okay. And again, Joe, man, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Weather radio. Oh, gosh. Okay. Great to see you, Joe, even though you can't hear me. Cool. I'll wait to say hello to you later. Let me see what's going on here. Still, my my IEMs keep getting stuck, hung up on my back. And, you know, this is why at shows, I like to have somebody tape the cable to my back so that it can't move, like the drummer from Gojira does that. And it really helps keep them stable. Enter, oh, Joe, I have a lot of storms. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's pretty nice outside here. We just have a typical Oregon rain. And I'm sure it's raining in Seattle too. I don't know. So I hope everything's safe there, brother. Man, I'm so okay. Again, the Tone Master Pro did a update today, and I just realized that I did something here, and I forgot to save it. So I have to. I can't see the. Oh no. Let me see. So I can add a block. I've got to put my. I've got to put my favorite effect in here. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh shit. Okay. Now I've been doing the stereo doubling with the Tone Master Pro for a while, you guys. This is oh my God. Okay. I gotta I gotta share my screen. Okay, this is epic. You guys, I realize that Salem, Sea Lover, oh, Salem, Oregon, you're probably getting rain over there too. It rains all 10 months out of the year here in Oregon. We get, okay. I gotta share this screen with you again. Okay, so I'm gonna share this with you. Now, I realize that if you don't play guitar, this doesn't matter much to you, but this little thing right here is my doubler effect. And this is how, if you're listening in headphones, if you're listening to it on a cell phone, this isn't going to sound good at all. It never does. But, whoops. Oh, let me bypass that. Sorry. Let me set that where I would normally set it. And we're going to set the time to, I'm just going to go 16 milliseconds. Okay, so I'm going to bypass my doubling effect. So this is just a mono guitar, ultimately. It's sunny in Oregon. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm over in the east side of the state. Hello, Oregon in the house. I love it. Sea Lover, I get it. You're only a short drive from the most beautiful coastline on the planet, and you can fight me over that one. It's better than the Bahamas or Hawaii by a millionfold. Am I wrong? Okay, so this is my straight mono guitar. Right, kind of a clean tone. It's a little, it's edge of breakup. Now I'm going to unbypass these two pedals, and this now you will have a nice stereo guitar sound. Okay, so there's my stereo effect, but check this out. All right, get ready. I'm gonna add a block, and good grief, I don't even know where to start with this. So I think I'm gonna have to redo. I did not expect to go this direction with this live stream, but might as well because I'm live and we're doing it right. So this is a good nod to the Tone Master Pro. Let's add, I don't know where, I think after the, let's go to the effects and we'll go to modulate. No, we'll go to delay, stereo, fucking doubler. They just added this. I cannot believe it took them this long to add an effect that is this absolutely killer. But holy crap. So let me bypass that and we'll bypass that. I'm gonna look at this pedal. Now I know this is just total dork, this total dork mode to all y'all, but I don't know. Holy crap. Now it's 2 layers. That's pretty cool. I think the variation is probably pitch. Yeah, it's funny. Somebody says they're by the river in Oregon. Do you know how many? They live by the river. Okay. Let's see. A lot of rain mostly and a few thunderstorms. Yeah. Some areas having flood issues. Yeah. Well, and you know, here in Oregon, man, this time of year, it's oftentimes a time for a little bit of flooding happening too. So it can get interesting around here. Wow, okay. So I'd probably just say, and also what I want to add to this with the Tone Master Pro, the newest update has 100% solved latency. Because even on this main guitar patch, when I would play, I could sense, I could feel a little bit of latency. It is absolutely gone now. So if, and again, I'm not sponsored by anybody aside from Mr. Keenum. Oh my God, that doubler effect is so cool. Now, what I don't know, let me remove that. Oh boy, now I'm gonna have to rebuild all of my patches. This is cool. Let me remove that. We'll just remove that from the signal chain. And again, here is my original doubling effect. So it sounds great. Now, let me see. I want to go to a channel that has, oh, here we go. We'll go to this one. I have a capo on this particular song, and let's see how my latency is. You guys, oh Lord, today has been a good day. I'm glad I got to share this with y'all, regardless. Okay, So I know that I have a lot of work to do to go in here and use this. The Fender Tone Master Pro just became a, it is light years better than it was 2 hours ago. Okay, Sea Lover, thanks for dropping in. Make cookies, yummy. I haven't eaten cookies for a long time. That's good. I'm a diabetic, by the way, so have a great day. Hey, Fred, what's happening? All right, so the subject matter, I can't get anybody to chime in on the whole live music, not at least not much, and I appreciate hearing about what y'all have done. I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna go back to practicing, but I am going to go through and alter my my channels, each one of my patches that I have set up in stereo, which is all of them. So I guess you can watch me do that if you're a Tone Master Pro fan. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me share this screen with you. We'll go to this one. I'm going to share this. So, so on this one, I think what I want to do before I go to my main patch and change everything, I'm going to go to where is it? 120, I think is that. Yeah, here we go. So here's my main rig that I've got. Now I am going to add the stereo doubler right. Now where'd you go? I'm going to add the stereo doubler right here, and I'm going to look at the effect. So even in mono, that sounds pretty good. However, what I want to see if I do this is, oh no, so we're pan fully stereo there. And we've got the detune. So what I want to do is just remove that, right? Because all I was trying to do with that effect was to have a doubler. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm going to remove the ducker so I can talk and play at the same time. Let me see. I'll just oh, come on. I'll turn the ducker off. Okay. That sounds great. So let's go over to this side, and if I pan all the way 100% left and right, very nice. Sounding really good. Variation, layers too. Now what I'm curious about, let me look at this again. If I go here, what does this stay? Effects. Stereo doubler. Okay, so they call it a stereo doubler in the, but I want to make sure that it's absolutely is stereo. And it definitely is. It definitely is stereo. Oh my God. So I think now here's the decision that I have to. Joe did this thing. Tate, thank you. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate you putting that up there, dude. That is very kind of you. I haven't been posting anybody's comments. Dude, thank you very much. This broadcast kind of went from one subject to another because of this this remarkable new feature that I've had added. Joe, dude, what in the world, man? Wow, thank you. A little over my head. Dude, okay. Thank you. Okay, so Joe, what we're gonna do for the next half hour or so, and hopefully you have a little bit of time. I'm just gonna go to a straight up empty patch, right? So I should be able to, oops, I need to go over here and click on an empty patch. I got to remember what window I'm working on. So this has nothing. That's just my guitar plugged into an audio interface. Right? Really stupid, simple guitar sounds. So now what I want to do is I want to add that doubler effect, right? It's just, this is a brand new thing that they just added that made my whole workflow so much simpler. So we're going to go to stereo doubler. So now all I'm doing is playing through the stereo doubler, but listen to what the difference in my guitar is. Sounds like two of me. And if I go to 2 layers, I don't know. Now again, remember, this is there's no amp at all working right now. I like the 1 layer. Fred must be hungry. Okay, so we're gonna go with that right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and put an amplifier in here. I'm just showing you how I set up this stuff. And so we're just gonna go to a straight up half stack because let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, we'll do a Jubilee clean. So now my guitar tone should really sound like I'm playing through an amplifier. Sounds great. And I think I can go here to the Jubilee, yeah, and I can change the microphone. So I've got a, oh God, okay, that's the, let's see, so I can go to, I can change the microphone, and this is a dynamic RE20. I'm gonna switch this to a dynamic 57, and I'm gonna put it, oops. Oh, and they let you, oh, this is so, oh man, they just made some really wicked. Okay, so already this stuff has gotten immensely better. Now we're going to go to the amplifier. Now they usually have these amps turned down quite a ways. So this is just the overall volume that's hitting my ears and your ears. So I'm going to move this up to about 75%, which is where I found. Right? So now we've got a really nice guitar sound. Literally, it's that simple, Joe. I mean, I'm not doing anything special with this at all. So now I've just got an amp going through a doubler, which makes me sound nice and big and full. Okay, and also I want to do this so you can see me. I don't know if I do this. Yeah. Okay, so. Okay. So let's go ahead and say we want to do a lead guitar part. So I like to add a delay on my lead guitar part. So I'm going to put a stereo delay. This is all these analog delays, stereo echo filter. That's a pretty good effect. Stereo Aurora delay. That one I found is pretty nice. Let's see, the stereo space delay is pretty echo, but the stereo tape delay, stereo tape echo. We're going to put that post after everything. Now, this is probably going to be way too much delay, but it'll sound, Joe, it's not mono. If I'm going to go to this delay, I'll bypass it. This is not mono. The reason is that this doubler is creating a stereo effect. If I'll play with just through the amp. So now I'm definitely mono. And So hopefully you can hear the difference of just turning a pedal on and off. Mono, stereo. And let me see. Yeah, you can see you're not necessarily seeing the whole screen when I share this. Unfortunately, there's a little bypass button, but I can turn it on and off just by clicking the button. So hopefully you know. Yeah, so that's that. Now, if we want to add a stereo echo effect, now we're gonna. Okay, that sounds pretty good, but let's just do this. Let's see, time left. Let's see. We're gonna go tap division. We're gonna go dotted eighth notes on the left, and tap division. We're gonna do quarter notes on the right. And here we go. Man, that sounds so. Oh, Joe, I wish you could play this. Oh, I would love to hand this guitar to you and let you just dunk around on it, dude. This sounds so utterly fantastic. The Tone Master Pro just became what I had hoped it was when I purchased it originally. This is I mean, aside from new effects that might be coming out, which I haven't even messed with this thing at all. I'm really hopeful that a synthesizer effect might have been included in this. I don't know, and I don't know where they put it. But you guys, I gotta say thanks again for those wonderful gifts. I can't thank you enough. And literally just today, you put me over the mark where anything that anyone donates to my channel, I will definitely receive that. So, man, Joe, this thing is incredible. So that's just a little taste of what you can do. But right now, I've got this Jubilee Clean amp in front of the thing. So let's just add another half stack, and we'll add a Jubilee lead, right? Which should be right there. Okay, so we're going to bypass that. Okay, and we're going to bring that volume up to 75% also. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of fancy footwork here. And I know that you can't see, but down here below this, there's a foot switch assign button. So I'm going to push foot switch assign. And I'm going to grab this one. And I'm going to tell it to be on and off. I'm going to select that. And I'm going to hit confirm. And Jubilee Clean. When it's active, I want it pink. Where's pink? I want it pink, and when I want it red. Okay, so what did I just do? So I've got this little foot pedal here. Oh, and then I have to go to foot switch assign, go to Jubilee on. I'm going to add on off, and I'm going to click on the amplifier, and there we go. And there, let's see what this does. So now the clean amp, I'm playing through the clean amp. Now when I step on this one button on my foot pedal, I can switch. It's like having two channels of an amp. Jampro, what's up, brother? Dude, oh, you guys, that guy right there, oh, let me see. Hang on, it looks like, oh no, I'm sharing the screen. Said he purchased one, but don't think he liked it. And I think he didn't give it enough time to learn. Yeah. Oh, dude, Joe, I waited a long time to buy this thing. You can ask the guys around me. I ordered a quad Cortex years ago, and it would have taken about a year to get it. So I just decided to stop my purchase, and I waited for this to show up, and it showed up in the same price range, and I bought it. And I bought this one used. Jampro, you see this little pedal right here? Check this out. That's in it now. So the reason that I wanted the delays to be down below 30 milliseconds was because of that pedal right there. And dude, I'm gonna assign this pedal to a foot switch so I can turn it on and off. We'll just select the doubler, confirm. So now I can turn the doubler on and off. So if I, oh, and I want to, let me go back. I want to, assigning foot switches is such a simple process. I know you can't see it. I don't know if I can move this. Yeah, now I can do this. So you can see this foot switch assign. I'll go over here and select an on or off, and I'll turn the tape delay on and off, and I'll make the color blue. Or no, let's make it cayenne. I like that color, and then a dim lit. So now when I step on the foot switch, I can turn the delay on and off. You can see the effects turn on and off. Whoops. So we're just straight up mono guitar. And with the doubler on, no doubler, doubler. He's a huge gear hog. Yeah. Dude. Justin, this just absolutely nailed NeuralDSP. It nailed it only. And yeah, Joe, it's a bummer to hear that anybody would have a problem with one of these foot pedals. But I understand it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. It really is. And if you've been playing through amps for a long time, and maybe if you're still playing through amps, which I don't know why anybody does, but again, I just don't know why this wouldn't be it. I mean, if you want to play AC/DC, right? Well, let's just play AC/DC. I'll go in here and let me just replace this, right? Look, let me make that a little bit bigger. I think I can do this, maybe. There we go. Okay, so I can replace this right here. This is how hard it is to replace an amp. Let me see. Should have British Plexi. All right, confirm. Right, so I just switched that with so now I'm playing through a Angus Young's amp. Right, now, I don't know why they do this, but all the amps are fairly quiet. Right, and you are hearing clicking from my pick through the microphone, and I've got the gain turned down. In fact, let me go in here and bypass this one. Let me see if I turn that off. That might help. That might help a little bit. I know my voice just got kind of quiet, but I'll bring it up just a little. So there we go. I hope that's sounding okay, and I don't know. There aren't enough high gain amps. Well, you know, and what's funny is that a guy probably wouldn't call this a high gain amp, right? And I think all Angus does with his, I don't know if his has dual volumes, just a volume. I think all he does is just dime the treble and dime one of the volumes. And I don't know if volume 2, yeah, I get that, but they also have a boost pedal. So you know, I could add a pedal to this. So here to just to take on kind of what Justin just brought up is that they do it to give you some headroom for amps. So I have my dirty amp. Oops, let me turn that boost pedal off. We'll turn that off. But yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to adjust your levels in this. Come on, I don't want to. So my distorted, yeah, and then my clean channel. Right. I mean, it just sounds great. And if you want to boost, you've got a boost pedal here that you can assign to a foot switch. And usually, I usually put my boost pedal up there. I'll toggle it on and off, and there we go. So now I can turn and we make it yellow. I usually do that with my boost pedal and dim yellow. So now, now, and also the boost is probably set way too loud. If you set this thing around 2, and that's behind the amplifier. So all that does is take the amp and turn the amp up louder. It doesn't affect, you're not hitting the front end of a compressed amp already. There's so many cool stuff. When you're mixing, let's see. Lady Campion, welcome. It's great to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I have really enjoyed listening to your music. I have liked all your videos. It's wonderful. Should have asked this before now, but when you're mixing, do you use both the distorted and the clean guitars? That is a wonderful question. And I guess to answer that, yes and no, because when I'm recording, usually the clean stuff, I'll record the clean parts, and then let those blend into the. And everybody does it differently, but I will usually record the clean parts, and not necessarily in this order. I will often record the clean parts and the dirty parts separately, just so I can get that really nice tone. And also, the other thing is that I never record just a straight guitar like through an amplifier, like what you're hearing now. I never just record that. I always have a separate signal going to my let me see, I think I could bypass this. Yeah, so this is just my dry guitar. Sounds really boring, right? So I always record that because of the beautiful things that are known as amp sim. So you can put that on a clean guitar track. So when I'm recording my guitar, I have to, let me see. I have to bypass, I'm on pink, so I have to bypass one of these. Forgive me, I'm messing with this. So when I'm recording, like let's just say a clean to a dirty part, I'll be. So this is what I'm hearing in my headphones. But so I hear that in my headphones, but what's actually being recorded is just this. Right? So you can hear the vast difference in that. So usually guitarists will, let me hide that. I'm sorry, I left that message up there for so long. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of how guitars should be recorded. In my humble opinion, you should record the actual amplifier that you're playing through, whether it be an amp sim like what I've got going right here, or an amp sim that you have on your computer, which I have one over here I could also play through. But you should always record this straight up bone. And no matter what I do, well, at this point I can't because I'm playing through my amps on my pedal that I'm stepping on here at my foot. They'll affect the sound of my guitar, but I like to hear what I'm playing through and then be able to have the ability to go back and change the sound of the amp digitally in the digital world of having your DAW. So I know that was kind of a long, drawn-out answer to a very simple question, but whatever you don't like, yeah, wave magic, want to create, what is it? Yep. TI track could be retuned. Yep, exactly. So that this boring, dry, and think about let's think about a song that has a lot of heavy distort. Well, okay, My Own Worst Enemy by Eve 6, right? Now imagine if I was out of tune when I played that, but I recorded it with all of the distortion on it. We'll go to here and we'll unbypass that. In fact, let me go back here and we'll unbypass this one. So, now if I've recorded it, whoops, like this, there's not a lot you can do with that because you've got that. And if that's all you've got, I dare you to try and pitch correct something like that. Let's say in the middle of the perfect take, a guitar goes out of tune ever so slightly, but God, the guy played it so perfectly. With a DI signal, that boring DI, you can definitely overdub it or correct the pitch. So yeah, guitar recording is it's not endless, it's very cool. Man, this thing, oh, Justin, they absolutely knocked it out of the park, dude. Oh, this thing sounds so amazing. Oh my God, this thing is just, oh my God. This is incredible. Man alive, I'm loving this thing. Oh, thank you, Tone Master Pro, for listening. Oh, God. Okay, bring the record level down. Tape noise, a lot of that. I don't know what this WF means, but this is the spillover. Let me put this in big. This little button right here is kind of a cool one because you know, if you're playing a guitar solo, the spillover. Let me give this a little bit more feedback and a little higher in the mix, so you can hear how long that delay happens. So if I'm playing through the delay, let's say I'm playing a lead. When you turn the delay pedal off, it allows those delays to ring out over the rhythm parts that you might play. Because oftentimes, if you're playing a lead guitarist, you often end up having to leave a lead to play wow and flutter. Yeah, I don't mess with that stuff. You end up having to go back into playing a rhythm part. I'm trying to think of let me think. There's a song that doesn't usually use a lot of delay, but you have to get out of it, going right back into right. Right, so you can get in and out of a guitar solo without having the delay just shut off. Turning it off like that. This spillover is such a cool effect. So if I come out of the guitars. See, it just kind of ruins it. Like, I'm all excited. Dude, Indy, I can't tell you. This is new stuff for guitar doesn't come out very often that I get terribly excited about, but this is wow. Holy crap. This is the real deal. They have just massively improved this. Build elements of tape and the suck horror. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one. The whole tape echo thing, tape delay in itself is kind of an ugly setting. Tape noise. Let me see. If I turn the record level. Yeah, you can hear it. This is going to be really loud delay. And then like tape bias, right? Justin, Sparky, hello, man. Tape bias. Okay. So now I have a bunch of noise. So it's actually feedback. So if I turn the tape bias all the way off, you guys, I'm just kind of messing around. I still have, man, it's just, God, dude, that's my sound. It just makes the tape bias just makes the echoes go like 10 minutes longer. And the other thing is that I know that there is a tremendous amount of latency. So if you type a comment and I don't respond very quickly, it's due to the latency from YouTube. Yeah, Joe, check that video out. It's really interesting. You might know something about what Sparky posted about today. I did comment on that, and I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give anything away. I'd love for Joe to watch it. It's a really cool video, but I know nothing about those really. I hardly ever see that era of that guitar. And obviously if Sparky put something up, it's probably about a guitar. So I gave you my thoughts were, but looking from a video of that quality and a picture, I'm usually, my hands are kind of tied, but my answers are only an opinion ultimately, not a lot of fact in that. So let me see what I would like to do. Let me open up a backing track here because I have to try this with a backing track just because holy crap, this is sounding so incredible. Midnight Drive, Jam at B minor. I have no idea. Everything bleep, heavy rock backing track. Night Groove. There aren't enough high gain amps in this thing, huh? Whoa. Soulful, tasty jazz, driving guitar rock, soulful, seductive guitar. Let's try that. Let's see what this is. Okay. I'm gonna give this backing track a shot here, just cause I can. Let me stop sharing this. I'm gonna stop sharing that screen, and I'm going to share a Chrome tab with the audio. Now I don't know how synced up this will be, but let me just make this like this. I think no, I want to make it like this. There we go. So you can see me play a little bit. I'll back up a little bit so maybe you can see a little bit more of my guitar and see what I'm doing if you're interested in that. I do teach guitar, so I like people being able to, I tell all my students, go watch people play guitar, you know, which I think is really important if you're learning to play. Okay, let me fix this tone real quick. I don't want that much feedback on my delay channels. And I don't want it that loud. Let's see if I've got finally. That's a lot better. Okay, let me push play and see what this thing sounds like. I've never heard this backing track before. Here we go. Kind of a goofy backing track. But anyway, Snooks, hello. Good to see you. Yeah. Bring the guitar up. Yeah. Forgive me, I wasn't looking at the chat. I couldn't even see the screen. I was doing other stuff. But yeah, I was trying. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. So I definitely have some work to do, getting my pedals, all of the new update. Let me get rid of that. Getting the new update, updating all of my patches. That should say it all. I am so extremely happy with what Tone Master Pro did today. And I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if 971, if Sparky, if you had a chance to read my comment on your video today, but hopefully it helped you a little bit. And I appreciate your help, Justin. I wasn't able to see the the messages. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm not playing left-handed. Please tell me I'm not playing left-handed on here. I like it simply for the look. Because it's different from all of my other guitars. That is literally the only reason I kind of like it. Really. I know that sounds a little, but you know, we shop with our eyes, we build with our eyes, but yeah, I like it. And you know, the decal is totally, you know, this is not a Fender neck. So, but Joe, I did put a spring in my Callahan bridge, the left and right. Loud and quiet. Your other left, right? Wait, left you a comment. Okay, thank you, Sparky. I'll check that. I'll check that as soon as I'm done. But yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not playing like this. Wait. Any difference in sound? Well, I got to be honest. I haven't really had it long enough to. But we could literally. You can. Let me do this for you. What I'm going to do is just I'm going to play this guitar for a moment, just a few chords. In fact, I'll play chords from a song that you might know. And then I'll play the same thing on my other Strat, and they have the exact same pickup in the bridge. So you tell me. Let me think. What song do I want to play? Oh, good grief. Let's see. What song do I want to play? Now, I have a guest that's going to show up here in just a moment, but that was this guitar with the reverse headstock. And I want you to hear one without a reverse headstock with the same pickup. And let's, so here we go. My sister got lucky, married a young, took him for all he was worth. Now she's a swinger, dating a sinner. I can't decide which is worse, but not me, baby. I got you. I don't know. You tell me, man. That was using the exact same pickup through a Strat with a regular headstock versus a reverse headstock. That's kind of a tough question to answer. A good friend of mine just popped in, and I am really grateful for him for showing up. Hello.
Hey.
What's happening, man?
I just got back from a high school play. I saw your email.
Excellent.
My daughter was in a high school play. It was the first, the last play of this year, second place. We were there. The whole family went to watch her basically acting in the play. So yeah. So I just saw your email now. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to do a stream talking about playing live music and playing in live bands, which I think you and I have talked about that in the past, but it's maybe been a while back, and I don't know how much you have done it, but the subject kind of got changed.
Hi, independent Manny.
We veered off.
Yeah, I haven't played live in a long time. Actually, I miss it. I miss it a lot. Actually, I've been. Yeah. It's the last band I had was probably about 8 years ago. I guess it was pre-COVID. I guess the real last band. We used to practice every weekend. We used to go. Remember, we used to rent this. We used to have a studio where we used to we used to leave our equipment there. We used to go practice every weekend and everything. You know. And, it's basically a getaway, you know, on Saturdays. But prior to that, I've been in other bands because my family's a musical family, like I've told you before, just like your family's a musical family and everything. And so I've been in bands with my older cousins most of my life. I've been in like 3-4 bands with them and other bands and stuff. So I've done shows with my cousins, and I looked up to my cousins. The reason I play music is because of my cousins. I wanted to be like my oldest cousin, basically. So yeah. Hey, Sparky.
Yeah. And it's interesting. And dude, thank you for coming on today. I really
my pleasure, man.
And it's kind of nice to have another. I asked a few people to come on, but nobody seemed to want to. And people that I know have played in bands similar to yourself or that currently play in bands, it would have been nice to hear their thoughts on this. But because I still play.
Yeah, I've seen your shows, and I enjoy watching when you guys play and stuff. Yeah. When you see a live band play, it makes you want to play again in a band, because every time I've gone to with some of my old members and stuff, I remember we went to see a couple of live shows and it's like, oh fuck, let's play again, man. Let's start playing again. You know, it's like, yeah.
Yep. I just love doing it, and it's fun to hear from audience members or people that go out, and it seems like in today's world, not many people actually do go out intentionally to watch live music. It's kind of almost an obsolete hobby.
I miss that, but I don't think there's many venues in my local area anymore. I think a lot of the live bands, other than like the big shows that go to the arenas and stuff like that, there's very few venues in the area. I think it's been taken over. Well, in Montreal, it's a city that, it's a big city, and like basically there's a lot of dance music and nightclubs and stuff like that. So it's like, it's not the rock music scene is not the same. There is a big heavy metal underground scene and everything, and I used to go see some shows because my sister, she was in a couple of metal bands and stuff, and they used to do shows at these small little places and stuff like that. So but I think it's because there's not as much of a scene. I mean, if I lived in a city where it was a lot of music played everywhere, I'd have fun. I'd be going out all the time to watch it, So
yeah. And I'm kind of in the same boat with our community. We live in a very small town.
Yeah.
It's very small, 14,000 population here, which is about the same size as most neighborhoods in bigger cities. it's much smaller than most neighborhoods, I should say.
Yeah.
City.
I see.
So we have virtually zero live music here, aside from one little club that has bands come and play. And if the bands are willing to play for free, they'll do it, you know, because they ain't making any money.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't about the money.
No, you do it for passion. You got to do it for passion and everything.
Exactly.
And that's when you have a venue. I mean, the gigs that I've played, if we made any money, man, I mean, we got a couple of free beers. And if we got maybe like, you know, a little bit of the tickets at the door, that's about it, man. You know. So
yeah. And when you were doing that, my curiosity, were you guys playing? Were you a cover band playing?
We did both. We mixed because me and my cousins at the time, we all have our own original songs.
Yeah.
And me and my eldest cousin, we had so many problems getting a bass player in. So we decided to hell with a bass player, and him and I were swapping on lead guitar and bass, basically.
Yeah.
My other cousin, he was doing vocals. Well, we all did vocals to a certain extent. We each sang our own original songs because obviously we wrote them so it's suited for our voice. And when we did covers, we split either way. You know, my cousin Marcello would sing most of the covers, and me and my cousin John, we were swapping on bass and lead guitar depending what it was. So one set I'd be on bass, the next set he'd be on bass, and like we'd swap back and forth basically, and that's how it was. Right. So.
And with the original stuff, you know, if you knew the bass line for the cover song, you'd play bass on that song, and he'd play guitar.
Yeah. So well, we picked depending, exactly, which one we preferred or which one we liked. I mean, I remember playing, what did I play? I played bass on The Joker. My cousin played bass on Black Magic Woman. I did the leads on Black Magic Woman. We did we had our whole set list and everything. And I remember what we used to swap on basically. But yeah.
We just added, that's funny you brought up The Joker. We just added that one back into our set list.
Oh, okay.
We have a couple county fairs coming up, and if you don't play classic rock at the county fair or Leonard Skinner or something of that, not that Steve Miller is anything, Steve Miller, all due respect, but nonetheless, we had to pick a classic rock tune, at least one.
Oh, yeah.
And our, you know, comparatively, what I'm doing right now is completely a cover band, and we have 5 full albums released, but we don't play the original music because there's one song that we have that kind of hit a level where people at shows ask for us to play that particular song.
Cool.
They've heard us play it enough, or they bought the CD and they really like the song. It never hit the radio. It never hit MTV. It's nothing like that. Not even. It's a regional song. So once in a great while, we'll pull that one out, but somebody has to ultimately ask for it. Everything else is just covered.
You guys do great covers. I mean, a lot of what your playlist is stuff I like listening to. It's stuff, it brings me back to when I was finishing high school or early college and everything. And like, I remember listening to those songs all the time on the radio and everything. Your whole playlist is basically the playlist that I used to listen to back in 1998, you know, basically.
Yep. Yeah, and you know that's what hits everybody. People 70 years old are singing along with those songs, and people 25 are singing along with them. It's incredible the era, the vast demographic of that, you know. And our vocalist Scott has picked all those songs, and we do the campfire version of most of it. Meaning, you know, a song like
Hey Joe. Carlos Santana inspiration. Yeah, no, I love it. And you do some you guys do some ska and some ska stuff and everything. And I like your playlist is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You grew up listening to both. Yeah, I grew up listening to everything. I mean, because my older cousins influenced me a lot, and I got to listen. I mean, one you know, my cousin John, who's my oldest cousin, he's the one who taught me how to play the basics, you know, and like he was a John Fogerty fan. I went to see Fogerty when he came to Montreal. It was the first time he came here. We all went to see it together and everything. I mean, I used to play Rolling Stones, you know, a lot of older stuff. I was influenced by a lot of stuff from my cousins. You know, we played U2, we played all sorts, a lot of the classic rock stuff and everything, and you know, so yeah, it was just fun. I brought in a little bit of the grunge because that was more my era and everything, but I mean, we did more of the other stuff back in the day. But it depended which band I was in and everything, you know. So yeah.
And that would have been, you're saying that was about 8 years ago, roughly, or eight?
No, not with my cousins. 8 years ago, that was with some other people I met here. It's actually, I met the guy, the drummer. He was working at the pizza shop right up the street from me. And every time I went in, because there's like a music store right next to it and everything. And every time I go in, he would talk to me and everything. And he found out that because he saw me going to music shops, he's like, "Oh, you play guitar? You play guitar?" So he started harassing me to go jam with him. And so I started jamming with him. So he used to have a locale where he had his drums. So I bought an amp to leave over there. Basically, we started jamming. He put an ad, found the bass player, and we played for about 2-3 years, I guess. And we ended up getting ourselves a practice studio. We were going every weekend, which just to relax on a Saturday. You know, we just get away from everything and just have a couple beers and just play and just whatever, have fun, you know. And
Nice.
that's what it was. That's the last band that was in. And I was kind of, it snuck on me basically because he was like, come and jam. And then all of a sudden there's a bassist that shows up. I put an ad in Craigslist and yeah, you know, and then we just started playing for a couple of years and was like, oh, whatever. We had fun. It was good while it lasted. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, everybody gets busy sometimes, so it's not always easy, you know. I mean, as you get older, it's not easy, you know. If you really want to, you really got to put the effort in to do it.
The bass player,
you know the bass player, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Well, okay. Bass players are busier than fucking astronauts. How many astronauts are there in the world? Is that the smallest workforce on the planet? Am I wrong?
That's why.
I mean, are there fewer employees that do anything? Are there fewer of them than an astronaut? Anyway, bass players are fucking astronauts when it comes to being busy doing what they do, because we literally had a gig that we needed a bass player for. I ain't kidding. In June, right? June. Our bass player, he graduated that day from college, right?
Okay.
So obviously he's not going to do it. I contacted, I'm not shitting you, 7 other bass players. 7.
Yeah.
The 8th, outside of the bass player that is our bass player, said he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jesus.
I think normally what ends up happening, it's a guitar player that wants to be part of the band, so he just brings his bass or whatever, and he just, okay, I'll play with you guys, you know. That's what happens.
And we've done that. Oh, and Francis, you're mirrored, by the way.
I know. I saw that when I came in here. I don't know how to flip it in here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Settings. Video.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, here it is. Mirror camera. There we go.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it better.
Tacos from hell. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I thought Jimmy was left-handed, man.
Yeah, there you go. You were just talking about left-handed before on your guitar, so yeah.
Yeah, and with respect to that, I haven't had the reverse headstock long enough to be able to make a judgment on. Oh yeah, it's that much better. And to be honest, I work on so many fucking guitars. I really don't care. It plays great,
it's not the
sounds
same.
good.
Yeah, for sure.
I probably could hand that guitar, this one, to any guitar player, and they'd be able to play a song.
See, you want to see my latest guitar?
I'm not snobby.
You want to see my latest? I got it not long ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. See this?
Yes, indeed.
It's an Eastman. It's the new Eastman, basically. It's the bolt-on that has 2 bolts, basically. And it's got, it's kind of like a long tenon almost, because it actually fits in and it actually is underneath the pickup. So it's like, it's a new patented design for the neck, basically. It's actually pretty cool. These guitars, Eastman makes some nice stuff, actually.
If you wanted to take the neck off of that guitar, would you have to take the pick guard, pull the pick guard? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, one extra step, but what's that? It's a couple screws.
Yeah.
7 or 8 screws. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my newest guitar, and you get that Strat sound in the front, and you get like a Tele sound towards the back actually on it and everything, and it's got a nice feel because I don't know if you remember, but I had mentioned like I was started having like arthritis issues in my hands, and I like a chunkier neck now, and so some of my Strats, well, my original Strat, it's a 1996 Strat Plus. The neck is like an oval shape; it's like really flat. And I used that for 26 years, but now it's like if I play more than a song or two, my wrist really hurts and I can't play. I had built myself the other Strat where I had like a parts caster Strat, and I put like a V-neck on it. But this neck here actually agrees much better with my hand. So it's like, for me, it's about comfort. Yeah.
Did you? How long have you had that one?
This one here, I got it. It's probably not even a month. I have this one actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Less a lot even a month.
Yeah, it's
I'm
about
in
a
the
month.
same-
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in the same boat with this one.
Yeah.
I literally just got this one done, and I tweaked it and changed it and done other stuff with it, but I've actually been able to do a couple of shows with it now. And the last show, man, I played this thing and I was like, holy smoke! I was in love with it.
Yeah.
Yes,
When you get a guitar that feels good to play and everything, because I know at the beginning when you first started tweaking it wasn't staying in tune, and you had to keep tweaking at it until you got it to actually stay in tune and get it the way you want and everything. So yeah.
Yep.
You put a DiMarzio chopper in the back end. Is that what you got in the? Yeah.
They got a chopper in this one and in that one, so when I switch guitars, I don't have to worry about having this weird different sound. That it's basically, it does sound different from the other one. If I was to play this one just for a moment, which I just kind of did, but you would definitely hear a subtle difference, but it's because pickups were wound on different days, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, everything makes a difference. You never know, exactly. It's the amount of wines they put in, the tolerance of the material that was used that day or whatnot. It's a lot of different variations.
Yeah. And it's funny how many guys I mean, obviously I work on guitars all the time, and how often I hear like, should I switch a pickup? Should I do that? I want to. I mean, answering those questions is really difficult because
Wait, whoa. Yeah, I'm hanging live now. What's up?
Let me turn this thing.
Yes, you can.
Okay, love you. Bye.
All right, love you too. Bye, sweetie. We
How
had leftover hot dog. My son wanted to know if he could have it.
How was your daughter's play? Was she was in
cool.
the play?
Yeah, she was in the play. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
How was she happy with her performance?
Yeah, she was happy with the performance, and both my parents came. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, my wife. We were all there, and it was fun. It was hot. I'll tell you, they don't have air conditioning in the school. It was pretty hot, but yeah, it's like 30 degrees right now, so it's pretty hot. 30 degrees for Alexa, what's 30 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit?
30 degrees Celsius is 86 degrees.
It was 86 degrees. So it's pretty hot.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it can go up and down like in like nothing over here, basically.
Yeah. So your daughter, I don't know how old, I've never met you.
My daughter's 13. She
what?
just started high school. She's in secondary 1.
Okay. She's 14, 15-ish. Okay.
13, yeah.
13, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's been so long since I've had a kid in school, I wouldn't have a clue about what happens in school anymore. So I'm clueless on that.
Everything's changed. Everything's changed.
Nothing's
There's so many rules and so many things, and it's like because now I swear to God, it's ridiculous. The moment something happens, you'll get an email, and you'll get an email from every single teacher and like, I mean, I can get like 15 emails from the school in one day because this one sends this, the secretary sends that, the principal sends. You can get, it's like nonstop. When my son forgets to take his, because he's got ADHD, and when he forgets to take his pill, he bounces off walls and stuff. The moment he forgets, I could get 3 emails. The French teacher will send an email, the English teacher, the math teacher. It's like, it's like, give me a break, shit happens.
They get a call if they forget to take their medication.
Well, it's because he's bouncing off the walls and disturbing the other students. But I get that. But I mean, it happens. What do you want? It's like.
But Francis, how the fuck did we ever survive?
Well, we did without that. Exactly. I don't understand.
If my mom wasn't home and they called.
But you know what it was? It's like, deal with it, man. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Now it's like every little thing you'll get an email. It's like. I just tell my kids, just be good enough to I don't want to see emails come home. Okay. Just try to be as good as you can for emails not to come home, Yeah.
Hey, are you set up to be able to play a little bit?
I can turn my amp on, I guess. Let me plug in my pedal board.
Are
I
you
think I could
now?
play.
And I'll let you get going. We'll talk
Let's see
about
here.
what kind of.
Gotta get the tubes heated up. I'm using a new amp. If you haven't seen it, it's I got a. It's like a hybrid amp. It's actually here. Let me move my camera here. I'll show you. Here. So my amp is this thing here. Whoop. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me just. See, this is my amp over here. If it'll focus, will it focus? Yeah.
There it is.
So this is the Victory Copper.
Oh, okay.
And it's a small amp. It's a tube amp, but it's different types of tubes. It's got a tube circuit in it. I'm not actually coming out of the speaker out. I'm actually just coming out. I'm coming out of the line out.
Correct. Yeah.
And then I'm going in. I'm actually what's happening is my guitar is going into my wah, my overdrive, and the boost, and then we're going into the amp, and then we're coming out, going into my chorus, my delay, and reverb, going into the mixer basically. So I have two channels. I got a left and right basically. I got stereo working over here.
Yeah.
So
where's this? So where does the? That's an interesting. Schools have definitely changed. School becomes an interesting subject. I have no children, so I'm not allowed in that. No, I teach a lot of children though. I have a bunch of kids, to be honest. I have probably I have 14 children right now that I have. You know, not every day, but nonetheless, believe me, I hear about it. So yes, Francis is at the padded pedal room. And I don't know if
yeah, the padded pedal room, Joe. Here, hold on. Here, look. I'll say hi in the chat over there. Here, look.
Yeah.
There, that's me.
Now, okay, so you got a stereo field.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let's hear what I want to hear just
here,
like a straight up clean guitar that's in stereo.
If you want it, yeah, it's clean. Right now, I'm just got a bit of reverb from the amp and a little bit of delay from under Strymon. Okay. Is it too loud or?
No, sounds great. So let me ask you this. With respect to having a stereo field being sent, now you don't have echo cancellation on, correct?
I didn't touch the settings in here, but I normally have it off in my other settings. If it took the settings from the other program, it should be off, I think.
Okay.
Or no, it should be on actually. My stereo. I always keep audio input. It's my codec coming in. Audio output. Echo cancellation is on.
Turn that off. Unless you're running
echo off, and noise suppression is, I think it's on. Should that be off too?
Yeah, and turn the auto microphone level off.
I don't see an auto mic on here.
Okay. And then there should be a button. If you turn echo cancellation off, you should be able to click stereo audio.
On the what? On the output?
In the audio section of your settings.
I am in the audio. It's okay. Right now it's taking it from my sound card. It's taking it from the USB audio codec, which is my mixer here. I'm using my Alesis Multimix 8 basically, so it should be in stereo, I think.
Okay, and then but under your audio it says audio output.
Oh, here we go. The advanced, the advanced. Okay, stereo audio input is.
Turn that back on. Right. High resolution audio on.
Okay, and auto gain control off.
Off.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I haven't used Restream before, so yeah.
It's you have to
so
do
maybe
that.
Now you hear stereo.
Now
you hear it bouncing a little the delay.
Now Joe,
yeah, independent Manny. I am TPPR. Joe, I'm sure I just saw Francis playing on YouTube recently. Yeah, I'm around the tubes. I have videos up. I don't know. I don't really play live anywhere. I used to play on occasion. I play on my channel, but I haven't played live on my channel in a while.
Yeah, that's mostly what I do at all anymore. I'm not recording and doing the video thing like I was for that couple of years that I was doing that. I've kind of gotten away from it. Just, I haven't written anything, so there's no point in why make a video?
No, I get it, but you know what? I mean, and we've been talking about this, you know, Ian, myself, and the thing. I like the music, and I used to do music way before YouTube existed for me, anyways. You know, and it was about music. And you do videos for YouTube, obviously, because you know YouTube is a visual thing and everything. But to be honest, the video is the thing I hate doing the most. You know, you put the green screen up and you start doing this and that, and it's fun a couple of times, but it's because it kills I prefer just like playing a song, recording, like just like it's the audio part of it that I like. But obviously for YouTube, you want to have some sort of visual and stuff. But I mean, I prefer the audio part of it. Like I just miss like just sitting here jamming and just playing. So I mean, I still do that. I just don't do it live, or I don't record it all the time. I'm just I'll play with stuff or whatever, or write a song. I'm in the middle of writing a song now and everything, and it gets me when it gets me. But I don't write songs like I won't write 10 a week. I mean, I just can't output that way. A lot of the songs that I have on my channel are stuff that I had written back in the 90s and stuff, and that I decided to record, before COVID. I figured, at least if something happens, there's a record for my kids to they can hear the songs I wrote or something, that's at the time, that's what I had done it for and everything, so it's like, but yeah, now it's just for fun,
I went into my stuff and looked at all of the videos that I've done, just music videos with songs that I've covers and all of that stuff. And I literally, I couldn't believe it. And there's a bunch of shit that I made that I never put on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just because either I got done with it and I was like, that video is so terrible, or that song is so terrible. But I spent the time to do it, and I learned something every time, and it was fun. But I'm up at 78 like full-length music videos that I could potentially have on YouTube. There's several that are not, and I was shocked at how many I had done. That's stuff that I personally made, and there's other stuff that other people have made. So it's kind of cool to be able to say that I've done that much stuff. But also, I say that, but I would like to take a lot of that stuff off my YouTube channel because the direction of it has totally changed, and and some of them are so amateur hour that I'm like,
I know, but I leave it on. I leave all the old stuff on too and everything. I leave it as I guess if you want to call it like a journal of or you see where it started from. I mean my earlier gear videos were so shit, but I mean I leave them there because it's like a journal. It's you started. I mean at the time I didn't know how to make videos and stuff like that, or I didn't know so you get better with time and everything. So yeah, some of them are not great, but that's the learning process basically, and I leave it there because if people actually watch it, they could see, well, okay. And it's like playing guitar. You gotta be shit to get good. You gotta be shit to get good. You gotta start somewhere and learn how to play. Hey, Charlie.
Yep.
Hey, Lady Campion.
Yep, and that's where it is. And also for me, with falling back into playing in a live band, dude, I gotta learn songs constantly and work on old songs that we haven't played for a while. We gotta. We played 2-hour sets for the last 3 months, and now we got a 4-hour set coming up. Man, I got to replay a bunch of material that I hadn't played for a while. So, that part of it really keeps me definitely playing. And it's funny how, I'll be talking with somebody like Jampro or Mark or even buddies from work, and I'm my singer in my band, and I'll be like, God, I haven't played that much this week. And then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, well, I played yesterday for about an hour, and I know I played the day before that for like 2 or 3 hours working on songs, and I don't even, I say that I don't play that much, but then I'm like, Jesus Christ, I play a lot compared to a lot of people's, habits of playing or hobby of playing. So when I say I'm not playing that much, it's because I'm not playing as much as I guess I would normally play.
Or what you would like to, or how you would like to play, basically. Yeah, that's
Right.
it. No, I get what you're saying, man. Like, yeah, when you're playing for work, you're testing, you're setting up the guitar. You don't really view it like you're playing. You're not sitting down to play, to have a jam, like just to play, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good kind of a segue almost, because I have a guitar sitting behind me that I just got done fixing. That was a subject of
Oh, the Les Paul there with the broken neck there, and the shipping. Yeah, I saw you fixing it. I lurk a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, and
No,
I saw you fixing it. Yeah. So but I noticed it's all painted black right behind the neck. Eh, you leave it that color basically.
No.
When
The
you're
only
gonna paint
way to
it.
hide that, you can't match that color on a Les Paul. It's impossible to match the mahogany color. So many Les Pauls that have had a neck break where wood is removed. Literally, there's a big old chunk of wood missing out of that spot. You have to fill that with something, and there's no way to make it look good.
Yeah.
And even if you stain it and then lacquer it, you're still going to see a color difference, and you're going to see the repair. So many Les Pauls that have been repaired like that have that black V at the neck. There are many of them. I think Phil X has a couple of SGs that, look at the back of them, there's an X or a V cut right there. And it's just because the neck's been broken.
Yeah.
And it's just...
I'm lucky. I've never broken the neck on a Gibson. Thank goodness. My Les Paul's good. My SG's good. I've never had that issue. Thank goodness. But yeah.
Well, this one, the poor guy broke it, and there was so much wood missing out of it that I was when he handed it to me, I was like, how in the fuck did you lose that much wood? Yeah. Did a firecracker, did it like an M80 blow up? I mean, it was literally, there was wood missing a huge chunk.
Wow.
And so, I mean, and I've had to fix them like that before, where you have to replace a piece of wood in there. And the best way to do it is just to cover it with some black paint, just to make it disappear. And once there are cases where you can repair a Les Paul neck and no one will ever know it was broken. It's possible. Without black light, you will not see it. And I've done repairs that I'm proud of that are like that. But that's a perfectly broken guitar that just like everything just perfectly lines up. There's just grain on grain, and there's no crack, no nothing in the finish. You can literally just, but this one was not that. But, you know, and I had to fix it twice. And I had to fix it once for free.
I mean, I gotta say, it's pretty cool of you to do that, because when I heard you were gonna fix it because of their fuck up and everything, I think it's really nice of you to do that, you know, for the person and everything, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and you know, I mean, I'm lucky to work for a shop. It's a small business, it's not a big corporation, so we are able to do that. A big corporation can't, because the legal means say that they can't. If they did do that, they could get sued, because they broke their own end user license agreement, which says we can fuck you any way we want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you claim insurance and we break it, if we say no, we're not going to honor that insurance claim, that is your end user license agreement that you signed with us when you signed that insurance policy that says UPS can deny any claim made against this policy. And literally, that's what they are. They don't conduct business in an ethical or a moral manner. And that's where corporate America is.
I know that's what it's like. I mean, when in my personal job, you know, and everything, when we ship stuff, sometimes it gets lost, it gets damaged, and even if you have insurance, it doesn't even cover the amount of like the, you know, because I sell industrial motors and controls and everything. Right. You're not going to cover the cost of one of these things, you know, with the shipping, whatever the shipping insurances are and everything. So and it happens a lot with transport companies. So I know.
I paid $70 for a $1,000 insurance policy for this to be in their possession for less than 48 hours, literally. I mean, they had to handle this for less than 48 hours, and they broke it, and they didn't. they didn't do what was right, which was fix it. But you know, let's see, what was it? I fixed this thing. It was in two pieces. Let's see, it was in two pieces 2.5 weeks ago. And since then, I've painted the black again, sanded it down, made the repair, and that's what it looks like. And no, it's just.
Going through your Fender Tone Pro. Yeah, cool, man. That sounds good, man. No, it's good. I like the you got a lot of your set list already set up in there for all the songs, the sounds you have, and everything. It's cool, man.
Yeah. They just literally, Francis, they literally just updated this thing today. I updated it while I was live, and so I'm using it right now. And they did everything that I've been begging them to do this stuff, and they did it, man. And holy shit, it's there. It is. This thing is everything that I hoped it would be when I bought it originally. Yeah. And now, I just hope they don't change anything. At this point,
you don't have to update it. You don't have to update it anymore. Just leave it as is, and that's it. If you're happy with it.
That's where I'm at. They lowered latency on the like the capo effect. It was terrible. Check this out, man. Where's my? I got a bunch of songs like this one. I'm tuned down to C on this song, right? I think. There is no latency on that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because I can hear you picking from the microphone also, and it's dead on. It is dead on, yeah.
I mean, the only latency is this thing. Yeah. They're saying that it's 1 millisecond. Yeah. Which holy crap!
You can't tell. No, that's dead on. Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen them, and I came close to getting one. I still have my head rush, and everything. I just got I have the prime and everything. I've gone you go full circle, you go back and forth. That's why I got this amp and everything. It's and the tubes on this. It's cool because. I don't know, man. You know what it is. You've gone back and forth, I'm sure, plenty of times too and everything. I like them both. They both have their pluses and minuses. They're both good for different things. And I like... What's nice with yours is because you have enough buttons. I have the small one. It's better for in the studio because it's only got 3 buttons. When I had the big mega one, the Prime, the problem with that was they hadn't done an update in over a year. So I was pissed and I just got rid of it. And then they updated it. But it's for the desk, it was too big anyways. It was like a massive thing. But the Tone Pro, it's the perfect size. It's got enough buttons on it. And with an expression pedal on the side, it's all you really need, basically. It just makes your life easier, especially when you're going around from one place to another gigging. You bring it in your bag, you bring your guitar, and you're done. That's it. So,
by the way, Joe, just so you know, UPS is the reason this black spot is on this Les Paul, by the way. Just so you know. I don't recommend anybody using UPS to ship anything. It's probably not a good idea to ship a guitar anyway, especially one that's this is a very expensive Les Paul. This is not a normal, it's not a custom shop Les Paul, obviously, but this is.
But it's a custom, no? With the third pickup, it's a custom, no?
Yeah.
Les Paul's custom? Isn't it called the Les Paul custom with the third pickup?
I don't know. The guy didn't tell me, and I haven't looked into it.
Okay. Because I know that the SG with the third pickup is an SG custom, I think.
Right. I don't know if it's a Les Paul custom, if they call it, because the custom shop guitars have the diamond logo.
Yeah, no, not custom shop, but custom. With the third pickup, I think.
That might be what it is, because it didn't have anything on the headstock, so I don't know. And when it comes to
it would only have it on the plate, but he may have put a blank plate on it, basically. That's it.
And I guess I could run, and I may have run the serial number and checked on it, but I don't rely on that anyway because their serial numbering system
is hard. I mean, I have a 72 Les Paul Deluxe, and the serial number, you can't run it. It's the bag. They weren't even taking the serial numbers properly back then and everything, so yeah.
Yeah. So
The only reason I know it's that is because my cousin owned it back in '76. He had bought it used and sold it to a friend, and that friend gave it to me. I don't know if you remember the Les Paul that was given to me it's the Les Paul
God, dude,
Deluxe there.
How long ago was that? That was.
I used it in some of the earlier videos. It's got the mini humbuckers in it and everything, but it's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
actual 1972 Les
Yeah.
Paul Deluxe. It belonged to my cousin, John,
Yeah.
the one who taught me how to play guitar, basically. So yeah.
No, it was not the United States Post Office. This was United Parcel Service did that.
UPS, okay.
Yeah.
It's not FedEx then. It's just UPS basically.
UPS, United Parcel Service.
Yeah. The brown
Is
trucks.
what-
Yeah.
But, I mean, the thing is, it was in two pieces a couple weeks ago, and now you just heard me play it, and it plays fantastically. No major damage was done, except for the fact that they broke it in their possession, and their insurance company denied the insurance claim, saying that I did not package it correctly.
Yeah, I heard you saying that in your stream. Yeah.
So enough about that.
Yeah.
That's what happened. It's all in one piece, and what's going to happen with this guitar is now it will go to a client of mine here in town named John, who is the reason that this guitar came to me anyway. The guy that owns this guitar lives in Oregon City, Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
and which is about a 6-hour drive from here, ish. And John's going to hand deliver this to him.
Okay.
So I actually am not going to have to drive the guitar back to him, but I would.
Yeah.
So John said he would do it because he's making a trip up there soon anyway. So it all worked out, but still, just a bummer that UPS didn't.
Yeah, Sparky, I know. Yeah, you could tell up from the pots, and the pots say that it is a '72. That's exactly how we aged it. Exactly, because my cousin had bought it used in '76, but we dated back to '72. Yeah.
And this one I haven't. I don't think I have looked at the pots to do a date code on them. They're hard to find on this. Sometimes they just say Gibson on them, and there's nothing else.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah. And I mean, I'll get over the whole UPS thing because it's fixed, you know, and it looks pretty.
Oh, it looks good and it sounds good. If it holds tune, and that's all that matters, really.
As long as watching a guy play this guitar, can you tell this guitar has ever been broken?
No, not from that side. That's for sure. No.
You know, and he ain't gonna be doing this with it.
No.
And if he does, there are some Gibsons that have that black spot, and there are a lot of them that have that because there are so many massive amounts of them that have had the headstocks broken. So that's just the way it is.
You refixed your SG. No, I saw you fixing it again. It cracked again, the neck on your SG?
No, it hasn't broken for.
No.
Well,
I thought I saw you fixing it a while back again.
It broke about maybe 2 years ago again. It's been 6 times. It's been broken literally 6 fucking times. And I go grab that one off the wall and play it just like I did this one. And I didn't even tune this thing, and I picked it up out of the case. I set it up and tuned it up this morning at, I don't know, or this afternoon. It was about noon when I tuned it up, and it's still perfectly in tune.
Nice.
Great guitar. It is a good one.
Yeah, nice one.
I only I brought it home because I wanted to play it a little bit tonight and make sure that my work is all solid and that everything is nothing's moving around, and I want to play it a little bit before I send it back to him. Just it's kind of my policy to do that. Got lucky. Yeah, you may have, dude. Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah.
I was worried with this one because I tried ordering it from Long and McQuaid, and I ordered it in February, and then they got back to me in like March saying that it would be like ready maybe in September, and I saw other shops already had this on the shelf, you know, and so I found it at a shop in Vancouver. It's called Tapestry, and I said, you know what? I just ordered it online, and so it shipped from Vancouver to Montreal. I was worried that it was going to get damaged in shipping, but because it came basically just in a box in its case, and it had like this big bubble thing over the top basically, and that's pretty much all the protection it had. It came with FedEx, and you know, it was not damaged. I was very happy to see that it wasn't damaged, but yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see how you received the kind of packaging that one got.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was in that fucking case, right?
Yeah.
With bubble wrap wrapped around the headstock, especially on the top to keep it from being able to move the way they break. And it was bubble wrapped. Anywhere I could put bubble wrap in that thing, I bubble wrapped it. It's small stuff, not great big stuff that would pop and be worthless, right? Then it was double boxed on top of that with bubble wrap between the boxes. The effort it took to break that guitar, it was 100% had to have been done on purpose by an employee of UPS, because they know what a guitar box looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And the box did not say Gibson on it. If you ship a guitar that's a Gibson, do not ship it in the Gibson box, because but nonetheless, I'm only assuming that they did it on purpose. But the way I packaged that thing, and then the insurance company wanted photographs of the packaging, which by the time they asked for the photographs, the guy that had I took a few pictures before I sent it, which I think I still have them, which I provided to them, but they're like, no, we need it after it was shipped, and we need the shipping label and all that shit. Well, the guy had thrown all that shit away. So we couldn't provide that to them, but obviously it was broken in their possession. And I mean, the only way it couldn't have been broken in their possession is if the guy picked it up out of the case and tipped it over and dropped it immediately. Because I got the call the moment he received that thing, and he's like, is it supposed to look like this with the headstock cracked? And I was like, you're joking with me, right? And he goes, no, this is what it showed up like. And I was... Anyway, that's
I think it was good. I think it was good of you to fix it, like, for him. I think that's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
What's that?
For you to fix it a second time, and it was very cool of you to do that. Absolutely, man. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's how we stay in business. People will keep bringing me their guitars, and a lot of people have seen. And that's
the thing people need to realize, that's what it is when you're dealing with people, with humans, with a small shop. It's real people, and it's people that care, basically. And I miss that, because a lot of little shops I used to deal with, they've all closed. Guys retired, closed his shop. He was open. One of my favorite shops was a small place called Kit's Music Store. I used to go there all the time after school. I used to go there all the time. We used to hang there all the time. And he opened in 1985, and he closed the doors last year. He retired, so he just closed the door, and that's it. So it's like
our shop owner, we've been in business for 50 years. We're right at 50 years. It might be 49 years right now. I'm not 100% certain. But I don't imagine that he doesn't want to retire, because that's his daily life. And he's married. He loves his wife. She's cool. She says she comes down to the shop and brings her dog. And he knows that we that work there are doing the community and the surrounding areas a great service by providing the type of work that we do with car stereos, guitar repairs, and television sets, and home services on stereo systems, and fixing people's guitar amps and all that stuff. There's no reason for any of us to ever retire, because none of us really work.
Well, when you enjoy what you do, it's not work, exactly, because you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's it. Oh yeah, that one's still at the shop. I got parts for that one today, Sparky. Tomorrow I'll be working on that one. I might do a live with that. I don't know. Yeah. Soundboard. Oh, Independent's getting something special. I feel like Christmas coming. That's cool. Well, good for you. Well, I think I'm going to end this thing at this point. I'm going to continue to try and have some conversations about live music, and I hope to have some guys in that are either still playing in bands or still playing live music, and folks like Francis who have played live music and they know what it takes. And I'm not talking about the Dave Matthews Band, which got brought up earlier, or Iron Maiden or any of these big. Talking about the local band that plays at the bar, that plays cover songs, and hopefully does it really well. Rule number one in being in a band: don't suck. That, as brutal as that sounds. So I think I'm going to let you all go. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Joe, it's great to see you independent. Gosh, man, there was a lot of Sparky. Man, Jampro, thank you for your input. Yeah, you guys, if I forgot anybody, of course, you guys have a great evening. We'll see you soon.